The first technique. What if I said, Jesus is the Jewish Messiah, and I can prove it to you from the New Testament? Not a very effective technique among Jewish people. And the missionaries, of course, know this. So instead, what they told me was that Jesus was the Jewish Messiah, and they could prove it to me from the Old Testament, from our Bible. The missionaries since then have gotten somewhat more sophisticated, and sometimes they'll say, Jesus is the Jewish Messiah, I can prove it to you from the Tanakh. Many missionaries have a problem for some reason with the ch sound. And you may hear, Jesus is the Jewish Messiah, I can prove it to you from the Tanakh. The Dubner Magi tells a story about a man who goes into the woods for some target practice with a bow and arrow. And as he enters the woods, he sees a tree. On the middle of the tree, a target, and smack in the middle of the target, an arrow, a bullseye. He walks along in the woods another 10 feet, and the same thing. Another tree, another target, another bullseye, and so on throughout the forest. And he said, I have to find the man that preceded me here. How could anyone be such a good shot? A bullseye every time. He made some inquiries, finally found the man and said, Master, teach me. How did you get to be so good? The man said, really, there's no secret. What I do is, first I shoot the arrow, then I draw the target. This is precisely the way the missionaries operate when they come to our Jewish Bible. They have their theology, Christian theology, Protestant Christian theology, with Jesus at its center, and then they come to our Bible, and they snip out a little mistranslated phrase here, a little out-of-context sentence there, in an attempt to prove their point. The proofs in each and every case are distorted, taken out of context, sometimes fabricated outright. But this, with my limited biblical knowledge, I didn't know. Very few of us are trained to think critically.